For more than a century, Ohio Northern University has taken to the gridiron. In those 100-plus years, the Polar Bears have gone from the dirt-filled fields behind Taft Gymnasium to the artificial surface of Roberson Stadium. Now, in its 10th year as the home of the Polar Bears, lights will illuminate Bill Robinson Field as the ONU nation celebrates football under the lights on the university's campus for the first time. As the Polar Bear faithful stream in for this historic game, it is business as usual for the coaches, players, and trainers. Time to prepare. No time to think about playing under the lights. Tape up, begin to focus, pray. Playing under the lights only hits the players as they prepare to exit onto the playing field, as a small glimmer of light shines through the tunnel. Tension builds. The fight song echoes through the stands. The crowd roars. Time for the game day ritual of running onto the field. As one, the team bursts into the glow of the bright lights and the perfect October evening. On this night, they are the primetime Polar Bears.
All right, President DiBiasio, we're here tonight at our first home game. What's that experience like for you?
Oh, it's a great experience. I'm so glad that we've got these lights. It gives us another dimension to what we can do, and it's a beautiful fall evening tonight, so we were very fortunate with the weather, but the crowd, I think, says it all. A lot of people turning out for a night game. It's Ohio, it's fall, it's football.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of getting the lights and, I'm sure there were generous donors and, planning and all that kind of stuff. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. I have to give a lot of credit to my wife. Actually, the genesis of this was during a spouses program when they were touring athletic facilities and noting that for soccer we had to practice off-site for so long, and that started the ball rolling, and a couple of our trustees got interested and wanted to help out, so about 4 individuals accounted for almost $2 million of the $2.25 million for the 2 fields.
Yeah.
A lot of support for ONU, great Polar Bears.
So what are your hopes for the lights in the football field as we move forward?
Well, one of the big hopes is that we could expand. We have the opportunity to add a new sport. We're going to be having lacrosse a year from now, and we're actively recruiting for that class at this time. So that's exciting to be able to increase our admissions because we're increasing a sport, but also now to have so many options to possibly host high school tournaments, to do a lot of community-related events and little guy and gal things on these fields, so the community will benefit a great deal. But right now to have 2 turf fields, both with lights, we have one of the best outdoor athletic complexes in the whole region.
The Polar Bears came up big on this night. The orange and black battled a tough Muskingum squad on a night where the celebration extended to a 31-10 win in the OAC.
All right, Coach, can you tell us a little bit about the game, how you feel about the win?
Well, I thought the guys really came out emotionally pretty fired up. Probably didn't quite keep our poise and maybe a little too fired up at times where we made some mistakes. And Muskingum, we got to give them the credit. They came ready to go like we knew they would. They always play hard. Every year they play a couple games closer than you'd think. So talked about keeping our poise and just playing with more discipline in the second half. And I think our guys responded to that well. And I'm really proud of them and happy for them and just love the way they responded the second half on both sides of the ball.
Can you tell us about your emotions playing the first home game under lights? What's that like for you and the team?
Yeah, I think it's special. Anytime you can play a game for the first time, whether it's the first one in the stadium, I remember 11 years ago, or first one at night, it's special. And I think the guys were very excited about it. It was a good atmosphere. Students, the crowd, the band, awesome. So it was special. So, we maybe felt a little pressure with that early on, and let our emotions get the best of us a little bit. But this team fights. They really have week in, week out. And maybe we made it a little more interesting than it could have been, but proud of them for their effort.
Great. Thank you, Coach. All right, Justin, can you tell us about your emotions after the win?
It was a great feeling. Great feeling to get the first win underneath the lights in history. I'm sure there's going to be pictures all over, posted everywhere. So it's a great feeling.
All right, and you said you enjoyed playing under lights tonight?
Oh, yeah, I love it. It takes you back to high school and you playing underneath the lights. It's it's awesome.
Good. Thank you.
Polar Bear head coach Dean Paul is happy to get the win. And for the players, they too bask in the glory and the new lights that now adorn their house.